Ladies and gentlemen, we have a presentation from the Philippines. Norlin Sunga will be talking to us about NRS Business Solutions. Their company very much rooted in the business process outsourcing industry, and they're here to talk to us about how the NRS actually helps keep all startups in the ecosystem coordinated and aligned. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Norlin Sunga from NRS Business Solutions.
Thank you and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Norlin Songa and I'm the co-founder of NRS Business Solutions. So who are we? We are a BPO company that's all about taking care of our clients' customers the way they would take care of them. So why get into the BPO business? We recognized that 78% of would-be customers decide not to continue with the sale simply because they've had bad customer experience. The ratio of sharing bad customer experience versus sharing a good one is 2:1. And I can attest to that because, well, if you've been reading the news lately, I've gone viral because of a bad experience with the Bureau of Customs in the Philippines. But that's another story to tell. Also, 50% of the time, customers feel that customer service representatives do not take care of or do not answer their questions over the phone. So, the question for businesses is, if they're still in the business despite all these, then why do they need to change the way things are being done? The rationale behind that is 7 out of 10 people are willing to spend more with companies that provide excellent customer service. 80% agree that smaller companies place greater emphasis on customer service than large businesses, and that is true. I mean, I've done reviews for PayPal, for Google, and the experience, well, is subpar or not as expected because, well, obviously, they're bigger companies already. They do not mind losing company or, customers like myself because I'm just one person. 78% of the people that were surveyed say that a happy customer experience is a result of speaking with a competent customer representative. So where are we headed? Again, why get into the BPO industry? Where are we headed? What we want to do is focus on what we can do versus what we cannot do. I'm going to go back a couple of slides. That 78% of would-be customers that eventually decide not to buy from you, you cannot make the buying decision for them. However, you can influence their buying decision. The 2:1 ratio about customers sharing their bad experiences versus their good experiences, you cannot tell them not to share with their friends, with their families, with their colleagues, but you can control what they're going to share. That is if you take care of them throughout the whole customer engagement process. The 50% who think that whenever they call customer service up and they don't feel that their questions are answered by the rep, you cannot control their perception. However, what you can control is your manpower. You can train your people, you can employ a selection process that would allow you to get people who are competent enough to respond to your customers over the phone. So again, it's focusing on your controlled variables rather than your uncontrolled variables. At NRS Business Solutions, we employ a two-pronged approach. Number 1, we address the root cause of all customer service woes. Regardless of what company or what business you're running, if you're into customer service, we help you identify. We help you get to the bottom of the problem. And number 2, we get you engaged. Some companies, the moment that they outsource to a BPO like ourselves, they just stop from there. They let us do everything. But at NRS, we allow our clients to help us, to assist us, to be engaged. We get them engaged. We get them involved in the decision-making process. We get them involved in the selection of the people. We get them involved in identifying solutions to their current situations or problems. Now, our business model. We bill our clients by the hour for 3 different types of lines of businesses. When I was introduced earlier, it was mentioned that we primarily help startups in the Philippines. So we still do that. We do startup engagements. We are also heavy into talent management and the biggest chunk of our operations is operations management for both startups and established businesses. Who are the competition? If you're familiar with Odesk, the time where everyone would just want to start working from home, they're now called Upwork. And of course, we're going head to head with bigger call centers like Teltech and Teleperformance and the others. Now, what sets us apart from these companies is that every client has an all-access VIP pass. You may be wondering, this is some mobile development platform or mobile development stage, but what am I doing here? I'm here because internally we developed an application that would allow our customers or our clients to be able to view their progress as a client of NRS online and through their mobile apps. So everybody would have an all-access VIP pass. Our price points are competitive and reasonably set, and we have secured, reliable, and fast turnaround times. Who are the target markets? Companies who require customer service support for their customers. So anybody who is in the customer service realm or business. Now, our team is comprised of myself, my co-founder Rayma Luminario is there, and then we also have a team of 40 in the Philippines. What's our strategy to acquire clients? We're into business networking like this one. We get client referrals from our existing clients. We have an increased and robust web presence, and we're into print marketing. We actually release a digest every quarter, and it's released in the Philippines. So what are we looking for? Why are we here? We're looking for $300,000 additional capitalization to help us market outside of Southeast Asia and into the Western countries. And we are also looking for companies who need us to take care of their customers. So if you're any of the two, let's talk. Those are my contact information. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Norlin. Let's take some questions, if any of you have any. Do we have any questions from the floor? If there are no questions, I'm sure Nolan and her partner will be here to answer any issues that you may have, or perhaps any suggestions that you may have for them off stage. Thank you, Nolan.